You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons & Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 510, recorded July 2024, posted July 2025. We have ways of making you talk.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, a Dungeon Master. I use he, him pronouns, and today we are continuing our Keys from the Golden Vault series of adventures, specifically Tockworth's Clockworks, an adventure in which our adventurers have descended into an underground Gnomish city looking for a MacGuffin that will allow them to deactivate the army of clockwork automatons that have plagued this town and sent its Gnomish citizens running into the Underdark for hiding. But in order to do that, they may have to go toe-to-toe with one Tixie Tockworth, former head of security for Little Lockford, current Cyberman mechanical menace. Our adventurers have made their way across the Noma City to the neighborhood of Smoldertown. They've found the workshop of Tixie Tockworth, but is sealed up tight. Exploring other buildings nearby, they have come across a seemingly abandoned tavern, only to come face to face with Tixie Tockworth herself, sitting there having a beer all alone. Let's check in with who our adventurers are, and get to know them before something horrible happens in combat and we never see them again. First up, it's Chip Sutterth. Chip, welcome back to the podcast.
Hi, I'm Chip. He, him pronouns.
Chip, are you playing a character?
I do. His name is Josh Molis. Also, he, him pronouns. He is a chaotic good youth pastor of renown. Not renown. And he is wondering if he's going to have a drink with Tixie or get bludgeoned.
Also joining us, it's Aline Sims. Welcome back to Total Party Kill, Aline.
Hello. My pronouns are she, her, as are Jasper the Tabaxi monks. I did not think we would find Tixie in the bar, so this is going to be interesting.
Yep. Next up, Jason Snell. Welcome back to Total Party Kill.
Hello, thank you. I am playing Revelle. He is a Triton druid, basically a fish man who can sometimes be animals of other kind. Not fish yet, because it's not allowed, but other animals.
Soon, someday.
So, he's dreaming of that day, but he can breathe water, so he doesn't actually need to become a fish, because he's a fish man, you see. Anyway, Revelle, that's his name.
Nice. And last but certainly not least, breakout star of Total Party Kill and of our hearts, it's Krong. Krong, brought to you by Monty Ashley.
Well, as established, I am Monty Ashley and I am playing Krong. We are both using he, him pronouns, and Krong is a nightmare monster.
It's true. So Krong had been sneaking across this bar to find out what is going on at the end of the table, where a shadowy figure was skulking, kind of muttering over a beer, when something kind of unusual happened. Krong, your presence seemed to activate some kind of proximity sensor on Tixie Tockworth's belt. She has whirled around. You see that she is part gnome, part machine. One of her arms is basically ends in a giant sword. The other arm is very shield-like. She has all kinds of gadgets and doohickeys on kind of a big utility belt situation. Her eyes probably have been biomechanically augmented, such that they're kind of just glowing red diodes. And I'm just going to suggest, I don't like to tell you what to do in Dungeons & Dragons, you Tixie Tockworth is rolling initiative, so you could all roll initiative if you wanted. So Tixie was sitting there. She's got a half-drunk stein of beer, and she had been kind of muttering to herself. I think I'm forgetting exactly what line of dialogue I improvised last time for Tixie.
Well, hello.
No.
I think it was. Pretty sure. Was it something clock related? Like
TikTok. Time's up.
Yeah.
Did
Monkey
I say I was going to roll?
BFAs are making you talk.
And tick.
That's a joke I remember from a novelization of a Welcome Back, Kotter episode that I read in elementary school.
Amazing. Novelizations of sitcoms.
And they say schools don't work, which is to say sitcoms about school.
I'm going to open you up and find out what makes you tick. See?
All right. Josh, you are the first to go in initiative order, followed by Revelle. Then Tixie Tockworth will go, then Krong, then Jasper. A lot of things could happen, so this combat could go on for forever and ever or be real short. You never know. Josh, you are first. You are standing by the door to the Motherlode Tavern. I see you as being about 20 feet away from Tixie, 15 feet away from Krong. I don't know what you're going to do.
All right, I have it's been a long time since I played D&D combat question. With initiative, what options do I have for observing her and seeing what she's ready to do?
Yeah, so I will allow you to just roll a perception check right now, and that's free. That does not use any of the stuff that you're kind of limited action economy on your turn. So roll a quick perception check. I'll tell you some stuff based on that.
I have rolled a 14.
A 14. You notice that like there's something kind of happening. Tixie has an arm that is kind of ends in a sword, but it has some other mechanical implements on it as well, and like something is gearing up from that. I'll say with a 14, you get the sense that like something's about to come out of that arm in the direction of you all.
Okay. And light is a touch. Light is a touch-based spell. Okay, I'm not going to do that then.
No, I don't think you need that.
Yeah. I'm just going to charge her. I'm just going to charge her.
All right. You dart across the room, maybe climb up across the table and do something at close range, apparently.
Yeah, I do have a +1 mace.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use it.
We get
17. Your mace collides with Tixie Tockworth, but something kind of strange happens as you swing in her direction. Josh, there's like a blue shield of energy that kind of shimmers in the air, and you hit it, and it she's shaken by it. It's kind of like you've rung a bell next to her head or something like that. So I do need you to roll damage, but it does not seem like you have physically connected with Tixie Tockworth.
A whopping 5.
All right. You have done 5 damage to Tixie's force field. Revelle, it is now your turn.
Hey, when you flush the toilet, do you ever think what it must be like to be on the other side of that?
No.
Literally never.
Are we pivoting to a really
imagine
awful kind
it,
of
because
podcast?
that's what happens. A giant wave of water emerges magically from the ceiling right above Tixie Tockworth and smashes into her, and she must do a dexterity saving throw, DC 13,
All right.
Tony.
Not her critical success. I rolled a 20, and then, she gets to add some stuff to it. So
Well, that sucks. So she's going to take 14 damage, bludgeoning.
She takes 14 damage no matter what? Okay.
No, that's half damage.
All right. I'm going to tell you that some of that damage, you see, she dodges out of the way, but there's just so much water kind of slamming down on her like a sledgehammer of water. And a lot of it, she has this magical force field around it, kind of ripples and repels it. But the waves are crashing against the force field again and again. And eventually the force field just kind of sputters out, and she gets hit in the side of the head by a couple waves. So force field definitely took the brunt of it, but some of it got through and hit Tixie Tockworth.
So that's tidal wave. And what also happens is 30 feet around her, the water spreads out and extinguishes any flames that are there. There are a couple candles on the...
There's some candles and some lanterns on the abandoned bar, and they are now
the back side
drenched.
is extinguished. The front side they're probably still there, and then the water magically vanishes because it's magic water from the fish man. That's it. That's my turn.
It's just like it's like a real like microclimate seasonal storm that just like comes through and then
squall.
It's gone in a second.
It's the perfect squall, Tony.
And the perfect squall. It's almost like a airport novel. And the perfect squall has no effect on your compatriots who are right next to the target of the squall.
Nope, because I can make the area up to 30 by 10. I made it 5 by 5.
You made it exactly the microest of microclimates. Yep. Okay. All right.
So I don't look like a wet dog.
No, well, your feet might be damp now, though. Sorry.
Yeah, you have wet dog feet.
That's it.
So, Tixie is next. She looks around at all of you. You know, I imagine like her hair's all wet from the thing, and she just tilts her head back and goes, "This is great!" She would clap, but one of her hands is a sword and one of her hands is a giant metal shield. So she, the arm that was kind of a sword, finishes transforming into kind of a nozzle type thing, and she points it. I think I can basically get all of you in this. She's doing a.
I was going to move, but I wasn't going to move anywhere attack. Good, so it's fine.
Yeah. This is going to be a cone of steam shoots out of Tixie's arm. Yeah, you know, I think I can only get I'm going to say it gets Krong, Revelle, and Jasper. I think Josh is off to the side. I can't get Josh. I need Krong, Revelle, and Jasper to give me dexterity saving throws as just like a jet of steam fires back. And, that feels poetic. You hit her with a wall of water, she's going to fire back a steam cannon at all of you.
Got a 17.
17's enough. You will take half damage.
What am I rolling, Tony?
Dexterity saving throw. Then I didn't say it, but the number you need to beat is 15.
Okay. I was just seeing if I am resistant in some way because I am a water creature, but I am not. I failed.
How'd you do? All right.
I got a 17.
Do you have anything special as a rogue for extra evading or things with dexterity checks? I don't know.
I
just making up rogue rules now.
Uncanny dodge.
Yeah.
Uncanny dodge is when an attacker hits me with an attack.
Isn't that an attack?
This counts as that.
An attack roll is when they roll.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Don't appear to yet have the thing that lets me turn a successful save into 0 damage.
Okay. So this I have to say I would have written this stat block a little bit differently in that it's steam. It does fire damage. That seems like a huge upgrade from hot air to fire, but that's okay. So Krong and Revelle, you'll take 10 fire damage. Jasper, you just get hit by a little bit. That is 5 fire damage.
I succeeded.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Then you take 5. You take 5. Right. So
I'll
only
take
Revelle
10.
takes 6.
Thank you very much.
And Tixie is that was her bonus action. Now she gets her action, and Tixie is she's one of the best inventors in all of Little Lockford, in addition to being the until very recently head of security. She's got some options here. I think she is going to open up with, Josh ran in there and tried to hit her with a mace. She's got a sword for an arm. So you know what? She's going to swing around and try and hit Josh with some arm sword. It's a very anime villain-esque sword arm attack coming your way, Josh. First attack is a 23. I think that's going to hit you. I don't think your armor class is Chip, you with us? Yeah. All right. You are going to take 6 piercing damage and 10 force damage. So that's 16 damage total. Ooh. And then she's going to try and stab at Krong because Krong is there.
What does she get to do? What a jerk.
She gets to do 3 short sword attacks.
Wow.
I have rolled a even higher 24, Krong.
Sure.
Yeah. You also get 16 damage. Some of that's piercing, some of it's force. And then, you know what? She is not happy about this situation. She is going to fire a ball of lightning from her other hand. There's like a shield, and there's like a crackle of electricity on the front of the shield. It converges into like a little sphere, and that launches across the room in the direction of Revelle. Revelle, wow, she has rolled some great rolls here. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, 16 lightning damage. Do fish have any immunity against lightning or anything?
Wow, you think, I mean, famously they do, but no, I don't.
They do? Okay. You're the one kind of fish that's susceptible to lightning damage?
Very bad, yeah, right.
All right. Krong, it is your turn.
Is there any chance, and I understand if the answer is no, that I can hide?
I think that would be well. Somebody did just put out all the lights and
all the
lanterns
candles,
in the immediate area. I think you would have to disengage first, probably, because you're. I feel like I'm somewhat making up rules. But if you know, yeah.
Well, then I'm not going to do that because I only have the one bonus action.
Yeah.
Let me just really quick. All right, I will start with a straightforward attack with Ghoul Stabber.
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled a 27.
Yeah,
a 27 hit?
Yeah, she's an inventor, not a god of stone giants.
In that case, it'll be this much damage and also a sneak attack of some amount, which I am looking up now. Just completely stalling as I talk.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You never know when he's going to sneak up. He's just talking and then sneak attack. He does that.
Extra 3d6. So that is 23 damage.
All right. Some of that you notice as you attack Tixie Tockworth that her shield, her force field has recharged, and some of that attack is stopped by the force field, and then you're able to like cut through that, and you hit her for some amount of damage.
Great. Now I will bonus action disengage.
Yep.
And run to this corner of this booth.
All right. You dive into a empty booth in the bar. There's still like
under the table.
Yeah, under the table. There's like a 3-week-old grilled cheese sandwich sitting on the table because this bar cleared out fast. But you are hiding under that table, presumably, or intend to in the future.
Well, I am under the table, not hiding yet.
Okay.
I'm pretty badly hurt, guys.
Oh no!
At the end of my turn.
Jasper, you're next. You're right by the door. I think you have so far perhaps taken the least front of these various attacks, having not been hit by lightning, not been hit by a sword arm, only lightly scalded by a steam attack.
Just a light steam burn.
Yeah, cats like that, I think.
Yes, notoriously.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't have any ranged attacks really, so I'm just gonna get up close.
All right.
I do have 2 attacks per action. So, thanks to the short sword from the gnome, I get my full thing here with this short sword. So, the first attack is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
The second is only an 11.
11 does not hit.
So a 1 on the D6 for 4 total damage. But as a bonus, I do also get unarmed strike. So I'm going to punch an elf or gnome, excuse me. That's a 19 to hit.
That'll punch a gnome.
Only rolled a 2 that time for 5 bludgeoning damage.
All right. You are
not
boxing
the best, but
in the ears. The force field that seems to recharge occasionally was taken down by Krong, so these attacks are going straight directly to Tixie.
That's something.
All right. Yep. Josh, you are next.
Alrighty. Does she look particularly damaged
Nope.
at all?
Nope.
That was the first damage we've actually done to her.
Yeah.
You've done a little bits here and there, but yes, she has not taken a significant amount of damage because her force shield has. I should be consistent about it. Is it a force shield or a force field? It is a force field. Her force field has eaten up a lot of the damage you have deployed in her direction.
Her force field comes from her shield.
Yes.
All
Force
right.
field shield. Clockworks.
I would like to back up and blast her in the eyes with my gem of brightness.
Okay, how does that work?
This prism has 50 charges, and one of the things that I can do with it is expend a charge and fire a brilliant beam of light at one creature I can see within 60 feet of me. The creature must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or become blinded for 1 minute.
All right. So you hold up this beam, and I imagine it's directed so you're not in danger of blinding Jasper.
Yes, I'm not using the cone option.
Yeah, okay.
So-
And you're yeah.
Can I move back to do
No,
that?
no, you do not want to move back.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. One,
You can, but you probably
Well-
what Monty's going to say.
one, if you do move back, Tixie will get an
She
attack
gets
of
a free
opportunity
swipe.
on you. And two, because this is a saving throw, not an attack roll, there's no downside to doing it up close.
Yeah, but
All
what
right.
Monty said.
All right, then I'll do that, and I've got a bonus action to follow if need be.
All right. So Tixie is rolling a Constitution saving throw against being blinded by your gem.
Bruce?
I have rolled a 6 plus 4 is a 10. It's not enough. Her tiny red diode eyes kind of like look somehow kind of sparkled, and then like they basically like little metal shields kind of iris closed to like protect them, which blinds her. So how long does that effect last?
1 minute.
All right.
Uh-oh.
She is blinded for 1 minute, during which you could attempt to murder her or run away before she murders you, or other things that you think of it within the scope of Dungeons and Dragons. She can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of her turns.
Right.
So-
I'm going to use a bonus action and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. So you now have like a floating glowing mace next to you?
Yep.
All right. Anything else, Josh?
I'm at
The spiritual weapon attacks.
Yes, it does.
I will say, when you're attacking a blind character, you have advantage. So if that hits, but you should roll again just in case you get a crit, is what D&D math nerds will tell you to do. Okay,
True.
you hit.
Tony's a D&D math nerd. He just told you to do it.
Look, we're
We're not naming names here.
Yeah, we're all friends, but some of us are nerdier than others. Tell me about damage. It looks like 11 force damage.
11 force damage.
This is bad for Tixie.
Oh, no.
Revelle, I think you're next.
Is it bad for her in some specific way that we could see, or is she just?
I mean, it seems bad tactically
Okay.
that she is the one villain here and she is
Yeah.
blinded.
Hey everybody, have you ever thought about when you flush a toilet, what it would be like to be on the other side of it?
Yes.
Recently.
I know you have because you did it very recently. Well, it happens again. Bloosh. Tidal wave. 13 dex save for her.
All right. Roll in a dex save for her. Just checking that she doesn't have any like magical abilities where she hates all of you or something.
Or maybe she has disadvantage on this because she's blind.
I don't think she does. Seems like she should, but I don't think she does. You have advantage on attacks. Well, here. I'm going to look it up, Monty. Is that what you want me to do? Play 5e by the actual rules?
I'm just saying, maybe you wanted to give her disadvantage.
Let's
As
see
listener
here.
Seb points out, sometimes you got to flush twice. Sometimes you do.
It feels like Steve is here, even when he's not here.
You know, I had a conversation with myself about how do you enliven a D&D thing, and the answer is you say dumb stuff. So I'm trying.
It's true.
I'm trying. I'm recording.
I've been trying to say smart stuff all these years, and it's gotten me
Don't do it.
Nowhere.
All right. I have consulted a blind creature. You have advantage on attacks against them. Any ability check that requires sight, they automatically fail, but this is not an ability check. It's a saving throw. There's nothing about saving throws and blindness. So I have rolled a 12, which I think is lower than the number that you recently said. So
you know how many die I'm going to roll?
Like all of them?
48.
What?
48.
It is I rolled a 17.
All right.
Sorry.
17 damage.
17 damage.
Tixie Tockworth
good spells.
is bloodied.
Jeez. Oh, and then I hide, and then although she can't see, right? So for now,
no,
it doesn't matter.
Everywhere you're hidden, everywhere you go.
I still hide.
You can't be more hidden.
I'm gonna be I'm going down behind the booth here so that I'm less visible if she's gonna do something. Yeah, that's all.
This is the worst game of Marco Polo ever. She has been blinded by a gem. You guys are hiding in booths.
Yep.
All right. It is her turn, and things are not good. She is like she has her head up to her, her hand up to her head, kind of staggering. And
which
then with
hand?
Her
the one that's a sword or the one that's a shield?
Yeah, it's a sword, but it's like the
shield
shield hand is up to the head.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
And the sword hand is kind of gesturing around, and she says, you guys don't play fair. This isn't any fun anymore. And with the shield arm, she starts casting. With the sword arm, she starts casting a spell. She is going to cast a Dimension Door. All she has to do is kind of trace a crude rectangle in the air. It's kind of on a jaunty angle that doesn't seem like it was quite intentional. There's a glowing rectangle. Josh and Jasper, I'd say you're close enough that you can see. You recognize that it's somewhere else in Little Lockford. You see like some kind of control room with Gnomish architecture, lots of switches and stuff. And she kind of stumbles sideways into the door and kind of attempts to look back at you, but blinded, and she makes a whistling noise that sounds like a steam whistle with her mouth. Can I do that noise? Probably not. Jason will put one in here, or somebody will put one in. Who has the best steam whistle noise?
Toot, toot.
Okay.
That kind, or
Jason,
is it the
Oh, Zoom is like cutting it out. It's like I see your face making a steam whistle noise, and nothing is coming through. Though. It is very, very frustrating.
It sounded great.
Yeah, so I imagine it's like the Flintstones shift endings. This is my connection to the working man. And you hear something moving in the back room of the bar. Good news. Tixie Tockworth is no longer in the bar with you because she has escaped using Dimension Door.
That feels like bad news.
Yeah.
Well, news. Tixie Tockworth is not here anymore because she has escaped using Dimension Door. In her hurry, it does seem like she may have left some stuff behind on the bar. Let me just...
I'm drinking whatever is in the mug that's in the booth that I'm in.
Okay, it's very old beer. What happens to beer if you buy it, drink half of it, and leave it in a bar for 3 weeks because your city is evacuated?
It goes
Nothing
flat,
good.
But I think the alcohol might kill any attempts to... Or the yeast might... I don't know. Does the yeast grow? Or is the yeast dead? I don't know.
All right. Krong, it is your turn. You have, as a free action, consumed some flat old beer.
I'll start by moving 2 squares over to the door to the back room and fling open the door to the back room. All
right. In the back room is a clockwork automaton that looks hostile to you. It's kind of coiled on top of a barrel that perhaps beer has been delivered in, and it is clearly some kind of fearsome clockwork serpent snake-like friend. We're just going to call it an iron cobra for among us.
Does not look like iron to me. some kind of yellow.
Sorry. Well, it's got gold. Well, you know what? Tell it to Iron Man. All that yellow highlights on his outfit.
I will tell it to Iron Man.
Yeah.
He hasn't been made of iron for quite some time. Is there anything else back here aside from an iron cobra?
This looks like the back room to the bar. There is crates of old sandwich fixings, and guys, I don't know what's in bars, and barrels of beer,
Kegs. Yeah, barrels of eggs.
Chairs stacked up for when they have bingo night.
Replacement chairs for the bar brawls that always break all the chairs that are on.
But the
floor.
chairs are like
Sawdust.
adorably gnomes. Why is there sawdust?
To sop up the blood.
Spills.
Oh, okay, yeah. There's
And the
one,
spills.
but so okay, Mr. Smarty, is the sawdust transported in a barrel or a crate?
Barrel.
All right, yeah. There's a big barrel of sawdust. It's
Thank you,
labeled
Tony.
sawdust in like all caps, stencil font. And you know what? Hey, look here. This because this whole adventure is about class warfare, really. You know what there is in this back room that there never is in any kind of warehouse or storeroom in any video game or role playing game? Under those crates, under those barrels, pallets. That's right. You never see pallets in games or anywhere because those pasty game designers, looking at you, Monty, have never worked a real day in their lives. They don't know that those things come on pallets in the future when we have pallet jacks. Presumably not.
So I assume there's a loading dock back here too for them to be brought in?
Yeah, there's a big loading dock.
Okay.
All right.
We tell this story together, and there's a loading dock.
Pallets and a loading.
right.
Implies a loading dock.
Yeah, and there's a little gnome-sized forklift. Is that what you want to hear?
Yeah, well, or a dolly at the very least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some sort of hand truck. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you guys are done thanking each other,
We are.
I would like to take a step back towards the booth so I'm no longer in sight of the Iron Cobra.
Yep. You're just going to leave that door hanging open there?
Now, I would like to bonus action hide,
Mm-hmm.
which should be possible since nothing can see me.
Yep.
I rolled a 19 on stealth.
All right. Remember, listeners, you don't have to be the best hider. You just have to be better at hiding than your three friends in the bar with the robot cobra and you. You were hidden from the cobra.
And now I'm going to attack this thing with my short bow.
This seems like it's like you look in the room and you're like, I'll be back later. And then you hide and then you fire an arrow into the room at it. And the cobra is like, what? What?
What happens? Picture it. I fling open the door. There's a giant bugbear in the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
He steps back. He's gone. And now it's just the tip of the arrow.
Maybe you ricochet it off something.
Doorway.
Yeah. Like a little mirror that you're looking around the door with. I will point out, you are in a gnome bar. So like, I feel like, Krong is stooping to get under a lot of these door frames. This is not,
Well, keep in mind, Krong can fit into those places a small creature can.
Yeah, but you have to stoop. You're saying you can fit into creatures a small creature can with perfect posture? I don't know why this is getting me so worked up.
Yes, I am.
Krong's very flexible and fluffy.
Krong is a liminal space. He is both a small creature for purposes of fitting into things and a large creature for purposes of moving things.
Well, Monty, it's your character, and I can't really argue with you about your character. That would be being a bad dungeon master, so you win.
Point is, my first roll was a 20 to hit.
That will hit an iron cobra.
The advantage.
Yep.
Did I have advantage on that attack? I'm just asking.
I think so, because you were hidden.
Attack.
Yeah, right?
Great.
18 damage?
No, that 18 was the second roll to hit.
Okay.
I have rolled a 10, and I'm going to add 3d6.
3d6?
Actually, here's an interesting question I would like to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
I have something called surprise attack. If you hit a creature that has not taken a turn yet in the current combat with an attack roll, it takes an extra 2d6 damage. I wasn't able to do that with Tixie, but has this Iron Cobra done anything yet?
Sure hasn't. It's been whistled at by Tixie, and that's about it.
I'm going to add 2d6 onto that, so that's 5 for a total of 26 damage.
All right. I imagine that Krong has fired an arrow with precision accuracy into this storeroom, and it is like caught the the iron cobra in one eye, and there's like sparks shooting out of it. Honestly, you possibly made it slightly more dangerous. And the sound of grinding of gears. This is now an irate clockwork snake. Yeah. All set, Krong?
I will return to the corner of the booth and eyeball this mug of old beer.
All right. Jasper.
I don't want to go in there.
Yeah, I understand why.
So, tell me again how big this snake is.
Let's see here. Do I have an actual description? It is a medium construct, so I think that would be a very large snake by snake standards. You know, it's not bigger than you. That's really not very comforting when we're talking about snakes.
It's not. No.
You know, this is a big snake. It's a big clockwork snake.
So I was going to try closing the door and just like ignoring the problem. Just like real life. But I think that it could probably just break through the door.
Eventually. I mean, all doors are temporary things.
All right, I'm going to go hit it.
All right. Are you going to go into the storage room?
Yeah, I'm going to go in this.
All right. You're standing next to a big barrel of sawdust.
Mm-hmm. It could be worse. All right, so I'm going to do, again, 2 actions with my short sword. Oh, we're just going to pretend that didn't happen. I got a 16 to hit with one of them, though.
Okay. I will tell you the Iron Cobra has significantly lower defenses than Tixie if you want to tell me about the other number.
It was a 10.
Not that low. So the 16 hits the Iron Cobra.
Okay.
The Iron Cobra has no force field, which let me tell you is an extra thing to think about when you're dealing with when you're managing a monster on your turn as the Dungeon Master. So tell me about damage for your attack.
That's 6 points with my short sword, and then I get my unarmed strike as a... No. Wait, can I disengage as a bonus action?
My understanding
I'm not a rogue.
Monks do all kinds of nonsense too.
I can spend a key point. No, I'm going to use my bonus action to unarmed strike. So that is 12 to hit. It's better than a 10.
Not quite enough. You slap out in the direction of the snake, and the snake evades it. It's kind of doing a little snake dance where it's bobbing and weaving while still kind of, the base part of the snake is just coiled around the big barrel. But
snake dance? I got that reference.
I don't know if that is a reference. I was just talking about the way snakes move. So is this possibly some kind of
reference not acknowledged
musical reference from the 70s to mid 90s?
It's Doctor Who reference. Just move on.
Okay.
Move on.
I thought it was Axl Rose. He used to do a kind of a...
Oh, okay. A lot of arm movement in that for a snake. So all set, Aline?
I'm all set, yeah.
All right, Chip, Josh is next. You are no longer mace to sword with an inventor because she has fled. It's just, your friends, some of whom are hiding alone in a bar with a robot snake.
All right. So my spiritual weapon is still active.
Yep.
And when you cast the spell, you strike melee, but as a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet.
Yep. That snake is, I'd say, about 10 feet away from you.
Yeah. I am going to use spiritual weapon from where I am at the snake.
All right. Why go into a filthy bar back room when you could just send your weapon spiritually in there and attack the snake from the comfort of the main room in the bar?
I take that back because that leaves Jasper as the only person within reach.
Okay.
So I'm going to move in and do the same.
All right. You run in and attack with your spiritual weapon. Have you rolled for the spiritual weapon attack?
I am rolling for it now.
Ooh, critical.
Nice.
So
A whopping 1 on the second die.
yeah, that is literally the least the critical could do. So you 11 damage as your spiritual mace wallops this robot snake. Robot snake taking a bunch of damage, not bloodied yet. And good news for Robot Snakes fans, it's the Robot Snake's turn, assuming Josh is all done.
Josh doesn't have time to cast a cure wound spell on himself, does he?
Is that a bonus action?
That's not an available bonus action, no.
Okay, then I don't think you do. So let's see here. I think the snake is going to start with the person who has, engaged with it most directly, which is Jasper. Robot snakes, they're kind of simple. They try to bite you. It's really all they do. So the snake kind of bobs and weaves and then darts out with its fangs, tries to sink those fangs into your arm, Jasper. I have rolled a 9 to hit.
I'm good.
Yeah, I remember those great Tixie rolls. They have gone through a dimension door to another land. Revelle, you are hiding in a bar booth.
I'll just peek it
It
up
is
over
awkward because it is gnome proportioned, and you are a Triton.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of on the outside of it, actually, more than on the end. Okay, so I can see Krong in the corner.
Well, he's hidden, but you know.
I'm not hidden.
Oh,
he's not
he
hidden.
was hidden.
Not anymore. All right, I'm gonna come over to Krong.
Oh.
And I'm gonna touch him on the fur, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, buddy, take."
I mean, do you want to be more specific? Because he's all fur.
I just, like on the arm, just furry arm.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, "Hey, buddy, feel better," and he gets 18 hit points.
Wow.
Nice.
So that is
Thank
cure
you
wounds,
very much.
And I rolled the max.
We may have established at some point that I was looking like a robot, though. Now that I think about it.
Oh.
So they got this hat of disguise.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, I know that there's fur down there. Anyway, that is my action. If I can't cast a second spell on a bonus action, even if I'm allowed to, right? One spell per turn, isn't that what the rule says? Or not?
The rule is very complicated.
Okay, because I can do Healing Word as a bonus action.
If your main action spell is a cantrip, then your bonus action spell can be a non-cantrip or something like that. But you can't cast two.
It is not.
You can't cast
okay.
a action spell and a bonus action spell in the same turn unless you have an extra action to do it with.
Okay.
The only exemption to that is you may cast a spell and a cantrip.
Yes, I don't. This is not a cantrip. Neither of them is, so I can't do that. I am going to hand. How many did I make? I made good berries.
Mm-hmm.
I made 10. Did I hand those out?
You did, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to remind Josh that he's got 3 good berries that he could eat to get 3 hit points back. And eat your berries; they're good for you. And then I will. I'll vault over one of the. I'm now in the next booth over from Krong.
Okay,
that's my turn.
It's Krong's turn now with hit points.
That feels better. All right, I'm going to bonus action hide.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, so I guess I should.
Classic Krong.
I rolled a 14 for stealth. Then I'm going to walk over and stand on the bar. And then I would like to shoot my short bow over Josh into the Iron Cobra.
Okay.
Am I hidden?
I think so.
Great. Oh, well, my first roll is a natural 20, so I don't care. So that's a critical hit, which is good news for Monty and his sneak attack.
Yeah, you get to double your sneak attack. Are you rolling those in person? Because I just imagine basically having a fishbowl full of dice.
I'm rolling these in roll 20. Well,
Okay.
I'm rolling these in D&D Beyond, showing
It's
up.
just like a fist of dice that you get to throw at the table.
Yeah, this part isn't as fun. Let's see. It's slash roll 2d6 plus 4 plus 3d6 for sneak attack damage plus 2d6 plus 3d6. Yeah, that's right. That's 10d6 plus 4.
10d6.
44 damage.
All right. An arrow whistles dangerously close to your neck, Josh, and catches the iron cobra in its neck, which when you think about it, like snakes are basically all neck.
All neck.
All neck.
I've always said that.
Yep. And they've always agreed. So observant to lean. There are all kinds of sparks and gears flying out of the snake. It is still there, but it is extremely sad on the robot snake emotion scale.
I'll move over into this booth and see if this beer is any better.
It's still 3 weeks old, and it seems like it came from the same keg. Jasper.
I do not care for Gnomish beer.
Yeah. I've decided, you know what? Gnomish beer tastes kind of like Mountain Dew, which does not improve by being left out for 3 weeks. Canon, but it's Jasper, it's your turn.
Yeah, well, I think that I just got to do my standard try to hit 3 times. So, short sword, 14?
14 will hit an iron cobra.
Yes! I'll do another attack.
Tell me
hit
about
2.
Tell me about damage on that
Okay.
first attack.
First attack, rolled a 1 again for 4 points of damage.
You know what? This iron cobra had 4 hit points. I imagine you basically just finesse lop off the head of the iron cobra, and it just kind of sits there, kind of animatronically rotating back and forth independently from the body. You do notice as it's lying there that like it's got kind of like the fangs are kind of like pistoning back and forth, and there is like not so nasty looking juice kind of coming out of that you're real glad that is not inside your veins.
Yeah, let's not touch that.
Yeah. Congratulations. You have met Tixie Tockworth. You have defeated an iron cobra. You have investigated the Motherlude Tavern. You are out of combat.
Ooh.
Cool. I'd like to see what Tixie left behind.
Yeah, so Tixie was in a real hurry to get out of here. Also, she was blinded at the time that she made her exit. So in addition to, it looks like a half-drunk thing of beer, which was more recently poured than most of the other mugs of beer in this place, and a little kind of silver bowl full of pretzels. There's also like a big chunky set of like a key ring on the bar, and
Nice.
it's got a lot of keys on it, and it's got like a some kind of symbol on it. It's like a pickaxe and a shovel kind of with a cross on the kind of key ring part, and then I don't know, a lot of keys. The keys seem to be numbered.
Okay, I'll show it to everybody.
Okay.
And maybe this will get us into her workshop.
I will tell you what's challenging, because you investigated the workshop right before
The
ending up
keyholes.
over here. There was no keyhole on
No
the
keyhole.
workshop
Okay.
because there was nothing,
she
for
probably
example,
just dimension doors in and out of it like a jerk.
like a jerk.
How far are we from the workshop now?
It's just kind of about across the way, right?
Yeah, it's not far. Let me take you back to the little Lockford map. The bar is the big square building in the
Tony,
middle. So, one street over, basically.
I'd like to search the back room, especially like the floor, to see if there's possibly like a secret passage or something from the bar to get to the workshop. I mean, it's kind of far, but I thought I would check because secret passages are cool.
Yeah.
You made
Likewise,
a loading
let's
dock happen by asking. Maybe
Yeah,
you
you
made the
did.
secret passage happen.
Yeah, I'm very susceptible to suggestion. So,
Okay.
what'd you roll?
What am I doing? Perception?
Yeah, perception.
Okay, I'd rather do animal handling, but that's fine.
The bar is not an animal.
Only 10.
You're looking around, and you do not seem. You do not find anything. You know what you do find? You've been drinking all from the beer. You find several kegs of a Gnomish whiskey that is called. Can I say this Gnomish name? Ufinklanger's Finest.
Oh, Ufinklanger.
And they are, I imagine, because they are gnome-sized whiskey casks. Like they're very portable.
I do have a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, you should. Josh, there's some whiskey back here. You want
In a bar?
Say no more.
Hmm.
He says, creaking.
Yeah. I think
All
it
right.
does seem fair to assume that basically you have established that Tixie, in addition to being a powerful inventor, is a spellcaster, and she has access to Dimension Door. So her ability to kind of move throughout Little Lockford is, it's like one of those personal transporters in Star Trek, Jason, where like she is not even walking upstairs; she just teleports up to the platform above her. It's like, why bother?
What would I roll to see what I know about dimension doors like this?
Sure. Roll Arcana.
Arcana. That's a 10.
Dimension Door is a spell. You've probably heard it talked about before. It is from the School of Conjuration. It is a relatively high-level conjuration spell.
Okay.
It requires only a voice and is instantaneous, which is how I decided that you could do it while blinded by a gem.
Yeah. All right.
I guess, Aline, you would know. It's pretty powerful as far as a teleporting thing. I guess it has to be. I guess she's within Little Lockford, so she can't. It is to teleport short distances, so it does not let you she couldn't. It's not letting her go to another plane of existence or somewhere very far away.
Okay.
You said two of us could see through the door, and it was all workshop stuff on the other side.
I think I said control room.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
we need to get?
While we're thinking about it, I've got 12 of 28 hit points left.
Oh,
who's hurt?
Oh, I could use some healing.
I have 6 hit points left.
oh yeah, you're all dying.
Yeah.
I'm
all
not
right.
that bad off.
Let's break out these.
Hit dice. I was all worried about Tixie, who was about to get beaten to a pulp because she was blinded. But turns out all of you are in big troubles too. Would you like to take a short rest here in the tavern? It is recently snake free. All right,
That's a good idea.
And so you spend an hour recharging in the tavern, perhaps a little on edge because Tixie is now definitely aware of your presence in Little Lockford and specifically in Smoldertown. You've got this strange set of keys. You know that you need to get in to her workshop, and you're going to have to figure out how to do that without having to fight an army of robots, or certainly perhaps being careful about fighting Tixie herself. For you did well, you held your own, but that was a little bit of a surprise situation. Were you to fight her on even ground, you might be in rougher shape. I don't know. Do you want to choose what you want to do next, or do I end it here? How does this work, people?
I think this is a good pause point.
Yeah, I think
all
it's
right.
a good spot.
Yeah.
Players love not having to decide stuff before the next adventure, which makes my preparation much, much harder. But
we're going to explore the buildings that are near here and try to find a basement with a secret tunnel to the workshop when we get back.
Will our players find a secret tunnel to the workshop? Why do they think such a thing even exists? What other secrets and dangers await them here in the underground Gnomish city of Little Lockford? For answers to questions such as these, tune in next time to Total Party Kill.
Incomparable Podcast Network. Become a member and support this show today. theincomparable.com/members